You guys are coming off 2 tough losses.
Yeah.
I imagine there's no lack of motivation, but on top of that, you guys are getting ready for an in-state rivalry against Tampa. How are you guys preparing for that, and how has, if at all, your messaging changed for this week?
For me, this is a learn. It's important because for players, have a good reaction, because lose 2 games for me don't need motivation, because the motivation is lose the game. And when you lose, automatically you have a motivation. But the game, I prepared the different strategy, but the idea is the same. The idea is to try to compete, is growing, try to win, because I know it's not simple for the players after to lose, but it's important the mentality, it's important the reaction for compete, because the season is long, it's a start now, and now it's important to understand fast the league, have a good reaction for tomorrow night.
As a young team, how have you seen the guys handle those losses, and how have you kind of made it into a teaching moment for them?
It's only mentality. It's only mentality, because for me the age is a number. It's no problem. But the situation is depend of every single players, because the motivation is starting yourself. No, everyone when play soccer have a motivation, especially when you lose 2 games. You play in front of the good team, because the Tampa is a good team, have a good player with experience, with tactically, technically have a good coach. But for us it's important to have a good reaction for after 2 lose, no, the 2 game is a lose, and now is important not the age, but it's important the reaction, because everyone have the opportunity. Thanks God. Tomorrow have another opportunity for change the situation. Everything depends on us.
Yeah, obviously it's still early in the season, but how have you seen your relationship with the players grow?
It's a good. I help a lot the players, but I teach tactically, I teach the pass, the control, technically. But it's important every players have the mentality for compete, because the mentality you don't teach, or you have or you don't have. Same the experience, the experience you have experience only when you play, you try, you work, and the mentality is a consequence. Or you have inside of you and you put outside and you have a reaction, or it's impossible for me all the time repeat the same word to the player for motivation. My motivation is every day when I open my eyes and come in the training. And this is my motivation. But the player is adult, is no kids. For me, is no have a motivation. I teach tactically, technically, but everyone in every job, every morning have a motivation. When open the eyes, you have a motivation. No? This is important. The player understand. But for me, it's important the player have a motivation, but have a responsibility. Because normally it's more simple in front of everyone. Is a young team, is excuses. No, I don't like the excuses. For me, it's important to have a reaction. Every problem is possible result, but depend of the us, depend of every single player, depend of me, depend of my staff. But depend of the players, because everyone have the same responsibility.
Yeah. With Open Cup play starting next week, how are you guys preparing, knowing that you're going to have more games, less rest, while still knowing how important Open Cup is?
It's better. It's amazing to play more game, because I explained to the player when I was a player. I play Champions League. I play Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday. Sunday play for 7 months. It's amazing because it's opportunity for everyone. Everyone have a chance. It's important to have all the time you have opportunity for compete, for win, for create the situation, for learn. The fatigue don't exist, because when you train hard, you don't have a fatigue, because your body is habituated to know the fatigue. But for me, everything is a start to here. When you are strong here, the fatigue don't exist.
How do you think you're going to do against Tampa?
I hope it's a win, because but not for me, but for the players, because the player for me is need the little bit the reaction for for maybe for fly. And for me, maybe one win help the players for fly and for convince more your quality.